Moses Shyne Barrow and Tracy Taegar-Panton may have their differences, but they share one commonality. Both have named Corozal North era Representative Hugo Patt as their first deputy party leader on their executive slates. Today we visited Patt to ask if he feels caught in the middle of this political tug-of-war.
I've spoken to both sides, I told them that my position presently is that I will respect the process that transpired last year in August, if I'm not mistaken, where you had the National Party Convention basically taking a decision and where an executive was endorsed. And so my position is to respect the process. If in the case of Tracy and Shyne, we were to look at the situation, if Tracy had been in the position that Shyne is right now, I would have supported her. If Patrick would have been there, I would have supported him. If anybody else was there, I would have supported that person to maintain, in order for the United Democratic Party to have certainty.
Pat expressed his desire for both factions to reconcile their differences. Despite Panton securing the majority of UDP delegates at the convention 2 Sundays ago, Pat emphasized that he would have preferred to see both sides come together and mend fences.
I'm aware that there was a substantial number of delegates in the activity that Honorable Panton did. I cannot personally underestimate that. I had advised Ms. Panton, look, wait it out. It's just a few months, in my opinion, that's left before we have a general elections. Let us work together. Let us focus each on our individual constituencies so that we can put a decent fighting whenever we have the general elections. And I spoke to Honorable Barrow as well. I told him, look, we have to sit down together and talk to everybody. We will have differences, but let us agree to leave our differences aside, and for the sake of our oath to our people, let us make sure that we do the right thing. But that's as far as I can go.
But who do the constituents in Corozal North believe is their true party leader? We got mixed responses.
I go with whosoever is the leader. I'm not taking no sides.
Okay, but both of them are claiming they are the leader.
Yeah, well, honest on my side, as a UDP, I do not agree in the fight they're having at the moment. And that was one of the reasons I was not present. In fact, I was never called for the convention, so-called convention they had. I was not called as a delegate. They never consulted me or called me or anything, so I was not present at the moment.
You said so-called convention. My thinking is that you're supporting Mr. Barrow.
No, I'm not supporting anyone.
I'm not taking part for none of them, not either Tracy nor Mr. Barrow, because I think both of them are great, can be great leaders, but I think it's not the time for this at this moment.
I am a UDP supporter. I am a Hugo Patt supporter. I as the leader of the village, the best we want is make this problem stop. It's for the betterment of our party. Well, I can take part with Mr. Shyne or Ms. Tracy. Everybody have their own opinion, but we only want this problem to end.
So if I were to ask you, who do you think is the real leader of the UDP, who would you say?
Well, on the last convention, I vote for Shyne Barrow.
Hugo Patt felt the need to say sorry to UDP supporters for the ongoing feud that's been tearing the party apart and weakening its stance as the opposition.
I want to tell this to the Belizean people, and particularly to the thousands of the United Democratic Party supporters that we have across this country, that I must apologize on behalf of everybody for what's happening. Certainly myself, I feel very disheartened at what has been transpiring for quite some time now, to the point that we have been segregated. And I don't think that it is fair or I think it is a disservice to all of our thousands of supporters that, we are going through this. Many Belizeans, many of our supporters, the country is depending on a strong opposition.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.